Hey guys, Crumterial here. We'll be playing Runescape again today on the Slayer grind. Well, not really on the Slayer grind. I mean, if I were on the Slayer grind, then these Demon Berserkers and Ash Lords would have been long gone. But I just can't bring myself to do it. But I tried to do it a while ago, piecemeal, but it's bugging the heck out of me. Anyway, to the matter at hand, once you reach level 94 Slayer, you'll be able to fight corrupted lizards in the Sophonim Slayer dungeon. Now, to get there, this is also one of the only Slayer tasks that actually costs money for a component. There are probably others, but this does cost money. You need a Feather of Mod to complete each kill. So to get to the Sophonim Slayer dungeon, we teleport to Menophos, and then once we get there, we're going to run, I think it's like northeast, but mostly east, and go through the gate. Yeah, that's northeast. And then we right click the NPC and we click go to Sophonim. Then once we go to Sophonim, there's a dungeon symbol directly to our southwest right here. And that's where the Slayer dungeon is located. And so a bit of the stuff about the corrupted lizard, who we're going to be fighting a little bit of. They are combat level 105. They have 11,000 HP. There are only 8 spawns inside the dungeon, so I mean that's whatever. This is inside the dungeon, so you do have to either buy or trade this guard for them. Feathers of Mod, they're sold for 1,500 each, which you can then sell to the GE for 1651. So that is a little bit of a moneymaker. It is only 100 coins each, but if you build them up over time, you might be able to sell them in bulk. It just depends. But anyway, alright, so we go into the dungeon. And I'm pretty sure it did turn me around. Okay. I have it toggled to auto collect. Now the only problem with this is actually going to be, one of them is finding a space, because the corrupted scorpions are going to kind of be real busy here. So, but it just depends. The corrupted lizards may not. So we can just kind of run over here. Corrupted lizards are weak to stab. Here they are. And particular drops of note for the corrupted lizard are, let me see, I think they dropped the Khopesh or the Kharidian for one thing. That's a rare drop though. The Khopesh or the Kharidian is a 1 in 15,000 drop. That's rare. The actual most valuable thing they can drop quantitatively is the Vital Spark, which, so for at the time of this recording, just shy of 440,000 gold each. But otherwise, like corrupted magic logs, amulets of power, goldstone spirits, well, just one amulet of power, goldstone spirits, spiky rune salvage, noted coconut, okay. There's also pieces of other things like a corrupted, like the Magister's Journal, there's 5 pieces of that. You might be able to get a sealed hard clue scroll here, but the rarity for that is 1 in 256. There's also a lot of spirit gems, and you can also get for 1 in 400 drop chance affected by being on task or not. A lot of these drops, since you are in the Sophonim Slayer dungeon, will be affected by whether you're on task or not, with being on task being the better for it. But I just want to take a peek at what these things are like. They are weak to stab. I have a Zamorakian spear. Another set of weapons you can use are the Blades of Avarice and Nymora. At this particular time of this recording, which is April 30th, 2024, the Blades of Avarice and Nymora are about 2.2 million each, and his Zamorakian spear is about 1.5 million each. I'm sure there are other gold each. I'm sure there are other alternatives for this, which I should probably talk about, but I have very few weapons, sadly enough, for very few things. So I just get I have 1 to maybe 2 weapons for a particular style, and I don't use anymore, so I don't keep them around, whether fortunately or unfortunately. Alright, so then we get to, I would suggest prayer potion, but I did bring blue bubble jellyfish and sharks, so just to see, they might hit very hard. I don't believe I've ever fought these before. As I mentioned, 94 Slayers required to face these things. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, ranged. Okay, they're good. They do ranged attacks. So, oh, I forgot about that. Also, um, you'll be able to get Menophos reputation for each kill you get here. But it's been so long since I'd worked on Menophos reputation, I kind of forgot what in the world I was doing with it. So, don't worry so much about that. Now, as far as for real though, I don't think unless you're working with having to worry about getting vital sparks, there's not a lot of drops for this monster that are going to make a lot of money very quickly. But the cool part is, unless you have a Charming grabbing stuff for you, much of the other items will be deposited in the chest as long as you have loot collect on. And also, I forgot about this. The more time you spend in the Sophonim Slayer dungeon, the more damage you deal and the more damage you take. So that is helpful to keep in mind. That also explains why within a couple of minutes of being here, I'm going to get very beat up. That's the part of it that matters to me, of course. Like, I mean, extremely beat up. They were hitting me for 600 or so before, and now it's... Well, he didn't hit me very much. The cool thing about blue barber jellyfish is that I don't think it depletes adrenaline when you eat it. Yeah, see, now he's already dealing to about twice the damage if he crits that he did to me before. And after I get this one, which won't be long, we'll see what we got in the chest. Alright, so regenerate should cover that for me as I'm running back. But yeah, I mean, it is a good change of pace, and drops will be better if you are on task here. But it's something, I treat the Sophonim Slayer dungeon as something cool you can do every once in a while if you want to. But not like, it's typically not a must do. See this? So I got some of actually all of the stuff I talked about, strangely. And like, this is very common. The drop table, like the spiky rune salvaging coconut are uncommon, and all this other stuff like the magic logs, coins, and all that is common. But all the other stuff that you actually probably want to get is pretty rare, actually. But anyway, so that was that. I appreciate you all hanging out. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz, ring the bell, twist the knob, twirl the dial, and all that. Keep on going with your gaming journey and your life journey too, and we will catch you all in the next one. See ya.